everyone, and welcome back to the Joshua Cuthbertson Show. Before we get into our special guest, I would like to shout out our two sponsors. Our first sponsor is Adi Paluga from New Bern Toyota, located in James City. He's one of the best car salesmen in Eastern North Carolina. So if you want a brand new car, go check out Adi Paluga in New Bern Toyota, and I promise you won't be disappointed. I'm sitting beside our second sponsor right now, and he's our special guest, and he actually was our first sponsor. The owner of the MMC Insurance Company. He's a West Craven High alumni, graduated in 2001, and now he's here running the MMC Insurance business, and they offer home, auto, and life insurance. My man Travis Wynne, how you doing today, big bro?
Hey, man, how you doing? Good to see you.
Yes, sir. So the first question is, how have you and your family been doing ever since the coronavirus started last March?
We've been blessed, man. I haven't run into any issues with it. Well, I say that. I think my wife may have actually had it way back before it.
Before it started coming on.
Before anybody knew what COVID was. Mm-hmm. She was sick for a while and couldn't figure out. Went to the doctor a couple times. But anyway, other than that, my entire family's been blessed, man. We hadn't come across it. Hadn't been it. My dad had it, but didn't have any issues with it. So
yes, sir.
Other than that, we've been doing pretty well, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's good to hear. So I heard you say wife. Wife, how many kids?
3. Yep.
Ooh, what's their ages?
The little girl is 11, a little boy is 5, and another baby girl that's going to be 2.
Ooh, so tell me how that is being a father in this time, man.
Full-time job, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Job, but I wouldn't trade him for anything.
Yes, sir. Did you see any differences from when you was being raised by your dad and your mom to now having to raise kids?
Oh yeah, for sure. Technology, iPads, games, all that kind of stuff. It's hard to keep them off that stuff. Love it. They want to be on that kind of stuff all the time. And growing up, when I grew up, we didn't have PlayStation, Sega, that kind of thing. But I weren't into it a whole lot. I played it a little bit, but not like kids today seem like they want to play it and be on it all the time. So
yes, sir. So how do you get them to do things to get away from technology? Because it's so, you're right, technology, iPads, laptops, cell phones. I mean, everywhere you look, there's some type of technology. So how do you get them to go a day or do some activities without using technology?
Right. Well, you know me. I mean, I'm into a little bit of everything. So I take them with me to do stuff all the time, whether it's hunting or fishing or basketball.
Yeah.
I know you see them in the gym with so I try to keep them active, keep them doing things, and not just sitting in the house playing the game all the time. Whether it's throwing the ball in the backyard or shooting little hoops in the driveway or whatever it may be. Try to do something other
than being on that in front of the screen.
Right.
Yes, sir. So you said hunting, and I never went hunting, man, but I always wanted to go. So tell me, where do you go hunting? What type of things, what type of animals do you hunt?
Oh man, what I don't hunt would probably be a shorter list. So I do a little bit of everything, man. Deer is my biggest passion. But I do a little bit of rabbit hunting with some of the guys. I'm sure you know from the Coke City area.
Yeah.
I do a little bit of duck hunting. So that's the deer hunting is probably my biggest passion.
Now, do you eat what you kill?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
For sure.
So what did you make? Tell me what type of meals you make out of these animals. See, I had deer stew before.
Right. So I do some deer stew. I do some deer nuggets. Cut it up and fry it and put some gravy on it. That's real good.
I never heard of that.
Make a lot of deer jerky.
Deer jerky, yeah, I had deer jerky before.
That's probably the main.
Have you ever had turtle stew?
I've never had.
Man, oh my goodness, you're a hunter, man. You never had turtle stew?
Never done it.
Oh my goodness.
Turtles.
Nothing with turtles?
No. Tell me about turtle stew.
Huh?
Tell me about some turtle stew.
Well, see, my Uncle Eric, he did it when I first known of it when I was like 12 years old when he first did it, and he had a snapping turtle in the cooler, and he had kept it in there for like a good, I say about 2 months. And he finally took it out, dumped the cooler, took it out, and he was playing with it, and it kept snapping. I was wondering what he was doing, and all of a sudden he took an axe and just chopped his head off, and I was like, well, what you doing, man? Yes, and then he cut it open and started cleaning it in big pot and just started throwing all kinds of meat, and I was like, oh my goodness. And I was just 12, I'm like, that's what you do with a turtle. That's why you keep the turtle in there. So I'm like, all right. So every time I walk past, I'm trying to see if he got a turtle in there. I'm wanting to eat. For real. So that's my experience with animals. That's probably the only experience I had probably with animals is seeing that. But no killing, no shooting, none of that.
Right.
So that's all. How did you start hunting?
So born and raised in it, man. My dad, he does a lot of hunting. So ever since I was my son's age 5, he was carrying me with him, and in the woods. And like I said, you see Hudson with me all the time. So it's been born and raised in it, man.
Was you scared to shoot your gun when you first touched?
So I didn't start shooting a gun until I was probably, I think, 8 years old is when I killed my first deer. But I mean, he taught me gun safety. He taught me, all that kind of stuff. So it
didn't bother you when you got out there?
Right.
Okay, so now I want to touch a little bit based on basketball, because that's how I got to know you anyway, seeing you in the gym, and man, you an incredible player, but the amazing fact of the day is you didn't play high school basketball, man.
High school ball, man.
With the game you got, with the shot you got, and the ability to play basketball, how did you not play high school basketball?
So I think it was a combination of a few things. So, when my parents split up when I was 5. So I moved back with my dad when I was 12. And hadn't been in the school system that long, that kind of thing. So, but the biggest factor was probably I was still small in high school. And so I tried out for the team my sophomore year. Didn't make it, which should have went back next year, but didn't.
It just like,
I always loved it. Always played a lot of it.
Daggone right.
And even back then, I always could shoot. But
even now, y'all ain't, he being modest. Now, you got a clip, boy. Oh my goodness. So it's just so amazing to see myself grow within the game of basketball. But I always think about the times I used to come to Courts Plus in Kidsville, and you, Jeff, Eb, Twan, Corey, Mook, all y'all just pushing me in. To know you didn't play high school basketball is just like, man, like how? Yeah. Like how didn't you play any organized basketball? Was it like no drive to it, or just like after being cut, it was just like, all right, I know I was supposed to have made it, but I didn't, so it's just like, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing. Like I said, I always loved it. I always played a ton of basketball, even, played pickup in the yard every single day, even on the team kind of thing. Played in the gym, white gym.
All the time.
All of Courts Plus.
Especially when I was growing up, man, I was running the game. I was running from y'all, man, all the time.
Yeah.
So it was just like, to know today, to find out today, y'all, I found out today, because I didn't even know he didn't play high school basketball until today. That is like, really, it's amazing me. So, I know Zach taught himself how to play basketball. I learned from my brother Dufresne. So, talk a little about how you taught yourself.
So, I think it was just in the gym every day, man. I mean, literally every day we were outside, either in the courts playing, or we were going to a pickup game somewhere around the area, or in the gym. I mean, so I guess it was kind of the same thing. So, like you said, you grew up learning to play against me, Twan, Corey, all the guys a little bit older. Playing against better competition, playing against older guys all the time. You learn to get good or get killed. I don't like getting killed. So I'm gonna get good. So
now, before we move on, I'm gonna put this on the show, because I was laying there dead, and I saw the messages coming through in the group message, and George said, "Trav, that would never happen again." What happened? I didn't even know what happened. I missed it. I missed the day in the gym. So tell me, what happened between you and my brother that day in the gym? What was it? Was it a bet? Was it a?
All right. So George, he's gonna bump us
every day.
So in the group message, he said before he came, I ain't gonna lose all night.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. So everybody picked up teams. He was on the other team. So we beat him the first game. I said, George, how'd that work out for you? You ain't gonna lose.
You ain't gonna lose.
So then he got mad, started talking to John. I tell you what, I won't lose. You won't win another game tonight. You won't win another game tonight. I'm looking at teams. It's fairly even teams.
Pretty even.
Yeah. So I'm like, no way this dude's keeping me from winning another game.
From winning another game. It's like, it's even. He ain't got it.
Right. He can stack like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, bet. And then I cooked him for a little.
George!
Tell the truth, George. Is that went down? I'm just telling the truth, bro.
Alright, so now you're running the MMC insurance company out here on Trent Road. Tell us more about your business and how did the MMC insurance company got started.
So we started out as Mass Mutual.
Explain to me.
So Mass Mutual is a life insurance and investment company. Basically, they do financial planning. And so we were meeting with clients, and a big part of clients, is finding out their risk tolerance and that kind of thing, what they have, going on in their lives, and just everything from A to Z with the financial planning. Well, what we wanted to do is be able to kind of offer everything, so we opened up another branch of Mass Mutual, which is our MMC Insurance Group, DBA. And that allows us to do home, auto, life, the whole shooting match.
It allows y'all to do all of it. So tell me, again, why wasn't y'all able to do all of it before opening up this new branch?
So under Mass Mutual's platform, they're just a life insurance, disability, long-term care, that kind of an investment.
So they don't do no auto or home.
Home and auto. So we were able to DBA, so we could offer those other services as well.
So when did y'all get started?
So started with MMC Insurance Group about 6 or 7 months ago, actually. We're with Mass Mutual before that for about 4 years, and I was with another insurance company doing home and auto for about 1.5 years before that. So been doing the home and auto side for about 2 years, but only about 6 months with MMC Insurance Group.
Yes, sir. That's awesome. So tell me, name a couple of people that's part of your staff right now out here in the MMC Insurance Group.
So you know Jeff, he's the owner. Jeff, I'm not sure if you know anyone else this in our office here, but we've got 6 people.
6 altogether?
6 here in the office, yep.
Yes, sir. So how do y'all plan y'all day or organize, or how do y'all, when y'all walk in the door, what's the first things that y'all do?
So a lot of times just follow up with emails. You get emails all the time, all type of the day and night. So we go in and we do that, and then we work off a calendar. So we schedule appointments and that kind of thing.
Yes, sir.
And then we just run our day like that.
So how do people get in touch with y'all to get these insurances?
So telephone number is 252-649-1620. I'm on Facebook. Easy to find me there. You can find MMC Insurance Group on Facebook. So that's the main ways.
Yes, sir. So tell me the interactions with y'all clients, some of the things that y'all do, or how do y'all present y'all business to them?
Right. So it all depends on what type of client or what they're looking for when they come in. Usually we'll have a little bit of a conversation about that before someone comes in, or if it's just a walk-in and, hey, how can we help you?
That's exactly what I'm about to ask. Do y'all take walk-ins, like not appointments?
Yeah, and then, it's kind of just have a conversation, and it leads to, hey, we need to look at life insurance, or hey, we need to look at home and auto, or, hey, we need to create a financial plan. This is where we're at in our life, kind of thing.
Yes, sir.
So really, it's just a conversation with whoever walks in the door, and then we see where if we can fit and help out.
Within this business, is there any difficulties? Do you find any struggles throughout the day dealing with the MMC Insurance Company, whether it's business, with the customers, or anything?
I mean, there's difficulties in everything you do.
That's a fact.
But I think it's how you approach life and how you approach the difficulty that makes a difference in the situation.
Yes, sir. So explain. So tell me, if you had a problem with a customer or anything, or them questioning you, how would you deal with that?
Obviously, it depends on the situation. I mean, it's every situation is different.
Yes, sir.
But you always want to be caring, compassionate. Help the customer out the best that you can.
Yes, sir.
And just let them know that you're on their side with whatever's going on. So.
What's the next big things for the MMC Insurance Company?
Just to continue to grow, man. We're trying to, build our brand, sponsor people wherever we can, however we can, kind of thing. Get our name out there, and just, we want to be the place to come. We want to be the place to. Oh yeah, MMC Insurance Group. Yeah, I know them. That's
yes, sir.
Right. We want to be that name in New Bern.
Yes, sir. So. Yes, sir. Most definitely. So, how is it putting yourself out there to be that name in New Bern, to try to be the big insurance company that everybody come to? How is it? How is putting yourself in the front runner and say, look, I'm not afraid to throw myself out there. This is my business. This is what we do. How is it? How is branding yourself?
So you just gotta keep a clean name, keep a clean attitude, and make sure that you're someone that people wants to associate with. You can't be doing shady stuff behind the scenes, and then somebody
Yes, sir.
I ain't got nothing to do. I don't want nothing.
I don't want nothing to do with that. Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest thing. Just being someone that people want to associate with and want to be involved with, kind of thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, any advice for any kids? Because you see a lot of people now opening up their own business, being entrepreneurs. So, any advice to anybody that's having difficulties or don't have the confidence to put themselves out there to start a brand? Any advice you could give to them?
I think the biggest thing, man, is just be persistent. Don't continue to follow your dream. Chase it. And if it means working another job to try to keep whatever else you're doing afloat,
yes, sir.
Kind of thing. Do whatever you've got to do to keep it afloat and keep it going and continue to chase your dream and be what you want to be.
Yes, sir.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up. That's a quote of.
Yeah, don't ever give up. That's a fact. So before I let you go, I just want to know who's your favorite NBA team and who's your favorite college team? Talking basketball.
NBA team. I guess I'm gonna say the Celtics.
Ooh, that's a pretty good team. They're doing pretty good right now.
They're doing okay. They could be doing a little better. I'm more of but NBA is kind of different for me because players skip around so much this time. In today's game.
It ain't like how it was.
Right.
Vince Carter and AI and all them. They were
Chicago.
Chicago,
kind of thing. I was a Chicago fan when Jordan was there. But
you was?
Oh yeah. That's the GOAT, man. He's the GOAT. I know your feelings.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. But he had one of the greatest teams. But I didn't see Michael Jordan play. All I see is highlights and documentaries. So
that's the difference. See, that's who I grew up on watching.
Watching every day in front of the screen.
LeBron's who you grew up watching.
Yeah, but LeBron's my favorite player, but Kobe's my GOAT.
Okay.
Like, Kobe's my. Okay. That's his work ethic.
Right.
Yeah, that's my.
Well, see, the Kobe was Jordan reincarnated.
But
Kobe reincarnated was Jordan. So that's I can
you can see what I'm saying. Yeah.
I can agree with Kobe.
But I do say at the end when LeBron is done, I think he's going to be the greatest ever. Just far as statistics, winning the rings, winning the MVPs, and me thinking he would probably be number one in a couple of categories when he retired. Probably scoring.
But do stats make you the GOAT?
No. But I guess it represents the work you put in. It comes to some type of representation of the work you put in to get to even be, I guess, being argued with being the GOAT, I guess. Because you have to say, I guess you say Jordan won the 6 rings, but I guess you have to say all the other accolades he got, like the 6 defensive player of the years and the MVPs and stuff. You have to put that under the 6 rings. So I guess that is
it's part of the
argument. So who's your favorite college basketball team?
Tar Heels.
Man, don't say nothing crazy.
Gotta go with the Tar Heels.
Don't say nothing crazy. I don't even want to have a conversation with you right now.
You must be a Duke guy.
And on that note, we're going since we just lost to them the other day,
you might want to cut this now.
We're going to end the show on that note. It was awesome talking to my man, the owner of the MMC Insurance Company, West Craven High Alumni, Travis Wynne. We hope that y'all will come check him out here at MMC Insurance Company out here in Trent Road. He offers home, auto, and life insurance. We out. He said, because you shoot the same way every time. He said, his form's so perfect. I said, I don't know if we play high school ball or not, to be honest.
All mine's self-taught in the gym.
That is crazy. You didn't play high school ball?
I never played any organized ball, man. I played like a Branson League and stuff like that growing up.
Like rec leagues and stuff like that, but no high school ball?
Nothing, man.
No AAU?
Nope, nothing.
And that's when AAU kind of was starting developing around 01, 02, yeah.
It's starting to go off around here, yeah.
And you...
Yeah, nothing, man. When
I shoot the same way every time. Though. That's what's crazy. Every time.
It works.
Yeah, every time. Perfect form. Jay was like, we got to get the kids to come watch him because every time he shoot, it's like it's a habit. He done perfected a good habit. I was like, man, it's been like that ever since I was 10, 11, 12 years old, man.
Yeah, you're right.
It's about when I started playing with y'all. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching the Joshua Cuthbertson Show. Please continue to show your love and support by clicking the subscribe button below the video. Check us out next week on the next episode of the Josh Cuthbertson Show. We out.